So what do you think is putting this upward pressure, this continuing for, what, 6 weeks now, upward pressure on oil prices? Yes, there's the geopolitics at play here, but are we also focused on a supply story that maybe isn't keeping up with recovering demand?
Hi, Anna. Yes, I think it's very much a case of geopolitics and concern about supply, and also optimism about how strong demand is at the moment and how the Omicron variant really isn't hitting oil consumption all that much globally. It's pretty difficult to find an oil bear at the moment. If you talk to analysts and traders, pretty much are all in the, let's say, in the Mike Wirth camp, saying that it's very possible that oil will hit $100 a barrel in the next few months. When it comes to geopolitics, the Ukraine-Russia issue is very much front and center of traders' minds today and has been over the last few weeks. There's also the attacks in the UAE. They're not as important at the moment just because those attacks have not led to much damage or casualties, but that's another bullish factor for oil. But this issue of dwindling spare capacity in the oil market is really what's at play here. That's something that's really come to the front of traders' minds in the last few weeks. They see many oil producers around the world struggling to increase production.
Paul, I'm going to ask you a really difficult question. Can you try to give some kind of quantifiable estimate for how much of a premium is in the price for Russia-Ukraine? If we magically had tomorrow that Russia's military pulled back and weren't on the border and tensions were gone completely, how much would oil prices fall, do you reckon?
There would definitely, I think there definitely would be a pullback of some kind with oil prices, because there is a premium priced into markets already. It's extremely difficult to tell whether that's $5 a barrel, $10 a barrel, who knows. One thing to note, though, is that it's not fully priced in. So if there was any kind of Russian invasion, which is obviously something that Russia has denied will happen, oil would almost certainly spike a bit more, as would gas prices. But as you said, if we did see a dialing back of tension, that would probably help push down prices.
Paul, what role then are the OPEC Plus agreements playing at this point? Because one of your colleagues writing at the weekend that actual production has lagged behind targets for 3 out of the last 5 months. So, I mean, what value do we attach to these production targets when OPEC Plus are failing to meet them?
Yeah, and that's something that's becoming a bigger and bigger issue for OPEC Plus. When it meets on Wednesday, most people in the oil market expect a sort of a smooth, quick meeting, and that the group will agree to another monthly increase of 400,000 barrels a day of crude. However, as you just mentioned, the group seems not to be able to put back that much oil into the market at the moment because of problems with producers such as Nigeria and Russia too. So that's something that traders will watch very closely. Just what, if anything, will OPEC Plus do to ensure that the laggers, if you like, are able to meet their quotas?